about somebody who is definitely thinking about where things could potentially go between the two of you. It could be that this is someone who has had to take some time away from the dating scene, or maybe someone who feels like they needed to give you some space to deal with some healing, or maybe even one of you was in a different relationship. But they feel like now those obstacles or those barriers have been removed and that they have the ability to finally be with you. And they don't have much patience. They want to be able to see you as quickly as possible. So this could be someone who is planning to surprise you in person. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, NWO. How we doing? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box along with more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. You can also find a link to Etsy in the description box if you're interested in a homemade soy candle. Hello, famous Seamus. How are we doing? Hello, Tiana. Hello, Joaquin. What's going on? I hope you all are enjoying your day. We're going to start with the Tattoo Tarot. What else do we have? Five of Wands, the Hierophant, and Temperance. So this is someone who felt like there was like a list of obstacles or problems that made it so that they couldn't pursue a relationship with you, but that they have basically been getting through those battles or overcoming those obstacles, clearing the hurdles so that they could finally be there. Maybe this is somebody who has had to get through divorce proceedings, or someone who has had to find a way to move closer to you. Oh, yes, hugs all around. Oh, I love that. We've got the Three of Wands and the Three of Swords. So we started off with 2 5s and now we have 2 3s, and I've only pulled 5 cards total. That's interesting. So you could be 2 peas in a pod. There is something here about the two of you being a very balanced twosome. But there has been some setbacks, or there has been some problems. Maybe this is, well, let's not say that until we know for sure. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse and the Knight of Pentacles. You may have had some family obligations, or even some family not approving of the two of you being together. With the Queen of Cups in the reverse, it feels like there is this disapproval, or somebody who didn't really want the two of you to be together. Maybe a karmic relationship. But like I said, this has not been an easy, like, oh, we go out on a first date and then we realize that we're in love with each other and everything is great. No, there's some challenges that this pair has faced in order to be able to find the chance to actually be together. So 6 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, and the Chariot in the reverse. I've had to find a way to get through all of these trials and tribulations. It's kind of making me think of that movie Big Fish, where he has to work for months on end just to like find out what her name is before he can go and express how interested he is in that main character. But he didn't give up, even though there was a lot standing in between the goal and where he was. He just kept moving forward. Did I say hello to Key Controller? Hello. Hello, Trevor. Hey, Soul, let's not be repeating the messages, please. If you would like to get cards pulled for you personally, you can put your request in a super chat. I do those personal questions after the general reading, which would be in about 30 minutes, but please don't be spamming the live chat with your question, okay? So we've got the Nine of Pentacles and Strength in the reverse. There's someone who felt like maybe if the relationship was locked away under a key that you would just like give up. Like Rapunzel, you know, maybe if you're in this tower and there's no stairs, then you don't have any way to actually meet up with this person, then maybe you'd leave them alone. Nope, not gonna stop me. So even though there are all of these obstacles, this love, this connection is so strong that somebody doesn't give up and they find a way to get to that opportunity or that moment where they can confess their feelings or make their argument for a long-term relationship or a love. Hello, Magic. How are you doing? Hello, Real John. What's up? Hey, that's totally allowed, Tiana. Oh, no, I can't take it. Don't talk to me about brisket. Hello, Synthesized. How are you doing? Hello, Erasable Ninja. What's happening? Hello, Dracula. How are you doing? This is the Royal Fez or the Moroccan Tarot. Five of Pentacles in the reverse, Page of Swords in the reverse, and Death in the reverse. Okay, so they're like coming back around. Maybe they had to go and finish something. Maybe there's some job training. Maybe they needed to actually get divorced. But this is someone who had unfinished business that needed to be dealt with before they could pursue this relationship the way that they wanted to. Four of Wands in the reverse, Ten of Cups in the reverse. This really looks to me like we have somebody who is in a previous relationship. They needed to end that before they could start something with you. Because if they had, you know, been impatient with it, it could have really messed up the divorce proceedings, or it could have really made things complicated in terms of being able to be with you. So there's a checklist, or there's this like need to do everything very precisely, or they would not be able to pursue you. There they are, getting all that work done so that they could knock on your door. Lobster. Oh, I hope it's going well for you too. Hello, OPS. How are you doing? We have the World, the Eight of Wands, and the Hierophant in the reverse. I just keep getting references to somebody who is in a karmic relationship. So maybe you all were friends for a long time and they finally admitted that they needed to get out of this toxic relationship. And all along they had a little crush on you, but they didn't feel like they could act on it because they knew, I have to deal with these other things. It's just not a good look to try to start this while I'm still married or while I'm still living with this person. So let me handle that first, and then I can pursue something with you. We have the Three of Pentacles. They may have had to deal with some work obligations. Got to go train in another state for a couple of weeks. Or I've got to make sure that, you know, I can address whatever certification or license issues there might be. But once I have that like green light or that go ahead, then I'm coming to see you. Or once I get approved for moving the location for my remote work, then I'm going to be moving towards you. So we have this Knight of Wands, someone who has a sense of excitement or moving quickly, right? Like once everything is all set, then I'm just gonna like go for it. No waiting, no patience. Hey, I don't know if this is like a political statement, but just to let you know, we're not gonna do that. Well, that sounds good. What else do we have? Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on there. All right, so we've got, did I mention this is the Dragon's Tarot? We have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Nine of Wands, and the Page of Swords, or the Infanta of Swords. This is someone waiting for like a letter, or waiting for like the go-ahead, everything's all set up. Maybe there's an application here. Maybe there's, oh, I've got my certification completed, or I've got this job offer all set and ready to go. And now that that's ready, now that that's been taken care of, maybe it's that divorce being finalized. Now I feel like I can actually go somewhere. So with the Chariot, we've got someone who feels like they've finally finished off all the responsibilities they needed to deal with first so that they can come towards you, and they may be traveling a little bit of a distance to get to you because it is the first card, I'm on my way to you. We have the Wheel. There's change happening here. Movement. Five of Swords. After someone tried to drag this out. What was it? I think it was the movie Twister, where the main character was kind of frustrated because they were stuck in a marriage and someone, or no, I think he was the one who wouldn't sign it, but there were divorce papers that needed to be signed, right? There could be someone who really just dragged out that process and made it as difficult as possible, especially if they knew that there was a new relationship on the horizon for their soon-to-be ex. Hello, Joshua. How are you doing today? Yes, thank you. All right, so we have the Knight of Swords, fast-moving energy, the second fastest moving energy in the tarot after the Chariot, which we've also pulled. And then we have Temperance again. Things are in balance, things are aligned. That means, like when you see a green light at a stoplight, that means go. So they're getting ready to head towards the destination where you are and start this relationship, because they no longer have to wait on somebody else's like say so, or wait on something to be finished. Nine of Swords and the Seven of Wands in the reverse. So the guard is down, or I finally have the key that I need, or, my car is out of the body shop. We're good. We're all set. Enjoy work, Erasable Ninja. Hello, Terry. How are you doing? Hello, Hannah. I think it's Wednesday. I hope you're having a good one. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Yes, exactly. Happy whatever day it is. So we've got the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Swords in the reverse, and the Six of Swords in the reverse. So there's an opportunity here that makes this individual happy. What should we call them? The Knight of Swords, perhaps, because they're in a little bit of a hurry. This individual is excited. They feel like there's nothing that's preventing them from moving towards you. But as they do so, there's someone who is still trying to think, is there anything I can do to, make you unable to do this? I feel like it's a jealous partner, but it could be like a family member who doesn't approve. Yes, it would be Thursday for Will. Happy Thursday to you then. I'm timeless. It's okay. We still love you, Hannah. You're good. What else do we have? Did I say hello to Famous Seamus? So we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel there's somebody here who does not approve. Somebody who's either jealous because they still want to be in a relationship with you or your person, or because there is an issue in terms of That's not the person that I want you to be dating. Family, right? Not approving. It do be like that sometimes. All right, this is the Visconti Sforza. What else do we have, please? Sorry if that's loud. What else do we have? We have the Ace of Swords and the Four of Swords. So I did what I needed to do. I finished, you know, the requirements, or I finally have the signed documentation. I'm no longer married, so now that problem is resolved. There's no reason why we can't be together. So I don't think I would be ruining anything for anyone, but I'm watching Murdoch Mysteries, and there are some characters who want to get married, but there is a divorce delay, right? Like, I can't be with you until this divorce goes through, and there are countless issues that they run into. I know who you are, Drew. Yeah, you avoided apologizing for calling me a horrible word. But go on. Keep making the joke. Hello, Vikram. How are we doing? So we have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, there's like a codependent energy here. What's that show? I haven't watched it, but I've seen a few like reels or shorts about it. I think it was just called The Girlfriend, and there was like animosity between the mother and then the girlfriend, and very like manipulative energies, right? Trying to make it difficult for the two of them to be in a relationship. There's something like that that has been removed or that has been addressed. So this person can actually come towards you. There it is. I see it, Hannah. It might be delaying it. It's been acting just a little bit weird lately. And thank you for the tip. Let me add it for you. Hello, Ben. How are you doing? Sure you did. I have memory like a steel trap, okay? Anyways, what else do we have? We have the Devil in the reverse. I've been able to address that problem. I had a conversation with, you know, the ex who was meddling or taking forever to sign the papers. Or, you know, I had a conversation with my mom who didn't want us to be together. So those roadblocks or those obstacles have been dealt with. And as a result, that means no longer do we have to worry about sneaking around or waiting for a particular moment. Things are done. Yeah, I think they did like a recent like software update, and I feel like it made things a little bit like weird for a bit. But the nice thing is they do generally realize that there are glitches pretty quickly. Sorry, I think I have an eye booger. And then update things again. So hopefully it's not a problem for too long. Yeah, I mean, you're here. All right, what else do we have? Hello, Joanne. How are you doing today? What else? Seven of Wands and the reverse. Five of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, so I had some struggles had somebody who tried to make it difficult for the two of us to be together. And now I know I'm going to be able to actually be around you, or I don't have to be worried about that ex being weird, right? Oh, I hope things get better for you, Joanne. Hi, Drew. I don't like being called baby, okay? Don't call me that. Okay. Interesting. So who are you calling baby? So let's just review this real quick. This is you right here, okay? This is you, and you're on thin ice. Oh no. Let's just be respectful. That's all I'm asking. That's all I've ever really asked of you, Drew. But you are on thin ice, so don't be playing around with the word baby, okay? Because I'm going to delete it every time you do that. Anyways, we have the Eight of Swords and the Page of Swords. With a signature or with a comment, maybe even, you know, like a fee to the courts. We have somebody who feels like they're finally addressing that thing that has been holding them back from being able to be with you. The Empress. Death in the reverse. I do feel like there's someone here who likes to get involved in other people's business, or who feels like they can manipulate the situation, and they're not able to do this anymore. So the love that you feel for each other is what reigns supreme. They can't manipulate the energy any longer. So with that Ten of Cups, that's why we have someone who's saying, I'm on my way to you. The obstacles have been dealt with. We are going to be able to finally, you know, make this work and not have to tiptoe around or hope that we can convince somebody to, you know, play nice, if you will. Alrighty then. Chum bucket? What? Where does that come from? Is that like what people actually call each other? I don't think I've ever heard that. Yes, exactly. We've got the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Part of what enables these two to be together is acknowledging that sharing their information with other people may not be a good idea. So yes, it's been complicated. I've had to deal with, you know, a slow-moving court system or an ex that didn't want to sign the papers. But the nice thing is things are finally moving. But I'm not going to tempt fate by putting my information on social media, because then I feel like people are just going to be weird about it, right? Then I feel like maybe this person is going to try to mess with me. Nope. I'm just going to call it a day and block this person and not tell people my business. Keep them a little bit in the dark in terms of what my next plan is, and then I can make my decision and head over to where you are and start that next chapter with you. So we have the Ten of Swords and the Five of Coins, or the Five of Pentacles, in the reverse. Now that that difficult part of my life is over, then I can actually come back around and see what's going on with that person that I fell in love with. now that I've cleaned up that mess, or now that I've dealt with that like legal dispute, we can actually get back to being in love with each other or being together, right? That's funny. Hello, Steve. How are you doing today? We have the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Wands. They're defending their ability or their right to be with you. The Queen of Cups. So they're this Knight of Swords. They're moving quickly, getting through those obstacles, even though they've had to be patient. And they're excited because they feel like soon they're going to be able to see you and start this chapter with you. All right, let's get a few more from the Fairy Wisdom Tarot. Or sorry, Fairy Wisdom deck. How's it going, Imported? I hope you're having a good day. I'm doing well, thank you, Steve. What else do we have? Lighting the way. So very like hermit type energy, right? Even though it's been difficult, even though there have been a lot of things that I had to deal with before I could get to you, it's still worth it. And I still am determined to find my way to you so that we can have this new beginning. Yes, there are restrictions or there are things that have made it take longer than I would have liked, but that's okay. We have blind date, and I feel like this is specifically saying you may not know this person is showing up when they're showing up. You might not know because they might want to surprise you or because they might want to tell you it's one date when it's really a little bit earlier on. All right, this is the Connolly Tarot. I do feel like that sometimes, Will. Ooh, yep. Someone was going to have to say that eventually, Rachel. We have the Seven of Swords. Better you than anyone else. Yeah, I think in the US, people will say that, like, friends are chummy, but I don't know that it's as common to actually, like, call someone a chum. It's more common to be like referred to as like a buddy or a homie, just depending on where you are, right? Wow, okay, so we have the Seven of Swords, the Three of Wands in the reverse, and the Eight of Swords. Did you have to get like a restraining order or what's up here? Because you definitely have a hater or your person has somebody who's obsessed with them and it's like, I can't tell them what's going on or I need to be very like quiet about my next steps because this is someone who wants to find a way to block the two of you from being together. Like the movie that I referred to earlier called, I think it's a movie called The Girlfriend. Maybe it's a show. I haven't watched it, my bad. But what if she's not a Leo? I wouldn't get too focused on the astrological sign. That's what I would say. No, key controller. Chubby is talking about weight. You silly. Oh, no. I think key controller and Drew are flirting with each other, you guys. We have the King of Wands in the reverse, the Three of Swords in the reverse, and the Hanged Man. That's so cute. I don't think I've noticed before. There's like this little like Cupid angel who's like poking at the Hanged Man like, hey you, did you know you're hanging upside down? I feel like we have somebody who gets the wrong information about you or your person because their goal is to make it impossible for the two of you to be together. Whether it's a family member or an ex, we have somebody who gets angry when they think about the fact that you two might actually get into a relationship. They want to make it more difficult for you. But either your person has lied about where they're going or withheld that information, or you may even have like friends or family who are like, gosh, I don't know where they went. Maybe they went on vacation. Who knows? We have the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. It's interesting because it kind of feels to me like your person, the Knight of Swords, it could be that you're the Knight of Swords, by the way, but the Knight of Swords has had obstacle after obstacle that they had to get through before they could actually get closer to you or be with you, or be with this Queen of Cups, I should say. Does not have to be a woman. And now, like, the tables have turned or the Wheel of Fortune showed up and there's some change. Now it's the ex who's a little bit controlling or manipulative, who is facing all these obstacles or rejections or, sorry, we can't give you that information. It's not your name on the account. They're not able to follow the Knight of Swords, and that's by design. Like, okay, you made things difficult for long enough. Now we're not going to deal with you, right? Oops. Hold, please. So we have the Seven of Cups, Ace of Wands, Six of Cups. So now that there is some confusion for this meddling individual, now that this Eight of Swords doesn't know how to stop the Knight of Swords, they're headed right towards this Queen of Cups and they're ready to get into a relationship. They don't feel like they have to worry about it. There you go, Will. That should work. Or about cheese. I think everybody loves cheese, right? Maybe not. That might just be me. Me and flour, anyways. Oh my gosh, that's what I was thinking of, Rachel. Who is that? Dashboard Confessional? I had to play that part of the song like a month ago because I was trying to like refer to that because my hair gets everywhere. It's a common issue, I'm sure. Jesus, where it's at. Exactly. All right, so we have Strength, the Eight of Cups, and the Emperor in the reverse. The tables have turned, my friend. Whoever was trying to get in the way of the two of you being together, they're getting put in their place. They're getting stopped. They don't have access to information or whatever options they were desperately trying to use to delay a divorce or delay the two of you from being in the same, like, room or state or country or whatever. Their options have run out. They don't have an ability to control the situation anymore, and the Knight of Swords is free, has gotten away. Like, haha. Sorry, not sorry, but you don't get to do anything about this. That's just like how it is now. So there's been overreach, right? Someone who wanted to make it impossible for this Knight of Swords to move on or to be with you. That's fair. I think most people love chocolate. I like chocolate if it has peanut butter. Or if it's like dark chocolate with raspberry. I'm game. So we have Ascension, 34, Transformation, End of Cycle, Beginnings, Change, Metamorphosis. There's someone who's letting go of a karmic relationship, whether it's romantic or karmic, and this frees them to be able to pursue something with the Queen of Cups. And they're very excited because they feel like this is the relationship that they have wanted to be in for a very long time. We have the pack, number 38, Inner Work, Community, Deep Connections, Celebration, and Soul Tribe. This is someone that I know understands me. This is someone that I could be happy with. This is my beloved. So no longer am I trapped. No longer am I, stuck halfway across the world or stuck in a, you know, unhappy marriage. So I can actually go and be with this Queen of Cups, and no longer will it just be a little bit of a dream, it'll be reality. Sage, number 2, harmony, acceptance, calm, serenity, and patience. I love it. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, I don't know. Oops. No, I think I did do the right one. Yep, it is. I just don't want to deal with it right now. So, deuces. Let's get a few more from the Romance Angels Oracle. What else do we have? I don't know. If you're just going to say weird stuff, then I'm just going to delete it. Really? That's strange. In the eyes of a storm. Anyways, we've got calling in your soulmate. Yes, I got distracted. Yes, I had to deal with a bunch of, you know, paperwork or some court issues. But you know what? Now I'm able to actually pursue something with you. Hello, Rolled By. How are you doing? I don't know, man. I think we got some people who've been spoken a little too much in the live chat. We got religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. This could be why there is some meddling happening with the family or with an ex, but this Knight of Swords knows that they deserve love, so they haven't given up. I got a little distracted, forgive me. It's past time for the personal questions. So let's dive in. And thank you for liking the general reading. We're going to go with the Cagliostro Tarot for Hannah. Yeah, strangeness, right? Hello, baby G. How are you doing? It's a good day. Even though we got some interesting energy in the live chat. All right, let's see what we've got for Hannah. What does Hannah need to know, please? What does Hannah need to know? Death, Temperance, the Six of Cups in the reverse, and Judgment. There's heavy protection around you right now because there is a transformation or a rebirth. There's renewal. There's a balance that's being restored for you. So this is a really strange way to provide a bit of an analogy for you, but this is what I'm seeing. It's like, you know, there's an apartment where roaches have been discovered or some sort of insect issue, and so they have to fumigate the apartment. There's like a bubble around it, and you get out, and they're, you know, getting everything out. This is what I'm seeing, is there was negative energy, there was maybe even some evil eye or some people that really didn't want to see you succeed. And as a result, these like bug experts have been sent in. They're fumigating, getting rid of all of these crazy energies. And soon it's going to seem much lighter and much cleaner for you to be living in that space or to be pursuing what you're pursuing. I'd be happy to, Baby G. You can put your request in a super chat. That's fair, Will. Yeah. So, new energy, rebirth, renewal, specifically in the areas of work, because you've been dealing with somebody who is an imposter, somebody who is fraudulent or fake. But there's also some changes with regards to romance. So it's like you're getting a life makeover right now. Somebody here is looking out for you or making sure that things go better. You've got good news coming in. I don't know how this plays into it, though. We have the Queen of Wands or the Queen of Clubs. And then I don't know if you can see it. Can y'all read that? It says country woman. Hannah, do you have like a cowboy hat? Do you have some cowboy boots? Are you gonna go like horseback riding anytime soon? There's something here that is changing for you, and you may see some sort of sign or confirmation, and it's gonna be like country woman related. Maybe it's Dolly Parton. Maybe she's coming to your neck of the woods, playing a little bit of a show. Is that what it is? We have change coming to you. And this change is going to address the fact that there has been some unfilled hopes. Those unfilled hopes are being, it's like they're being resubmitted. She doesn't have an outfit on, you guys, so I had to like address that for you. There you go. No, I think there's specifically going to be a female, like a woman, a la Dolly Parton, who is tied to country music, perhaps. This is going to be a sign for you. Maybe it's a billboard. Maybe it's you hear that song when you're at work. But there's something here that is changing for you for the better to deal with these unfilled hopes or the like wish fulfillment that you deserve. Darkness is being cleared away. A dispute is being resolved. I love this. This is great. So very positive energy coming towards you. It's important for you to be like envisioning this. Like, what does this look like when that negative energy is cleared away? What does that make room for? We have the Tower. Oh, that's funny. They misspelled it. I feel like there is someone else who has been frustrated with you or felt like you needed to do things differently, who's been sending this negative energy. If they, for example, did some candle magic on you, I'm seeing like the candle fall over. If they were playing Jenga, the Jenga tower falls over. Something here that they have been trying to make difficult for you through manipulative means is being destroyed. Darkness is being cleared away. So get ready for some good news. Get ready for like that feeling of the first spring day when you can open the windows and get some fresh air in your place. That's about to happen in your life. So let go of the negative obstacles and anticipate some transformation that's very positive for both areas in your life. A liter of cola. I love it. Why does that make me want to say he's a cop? Okay, sorry. I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. I will probably be back one more time in a couple of hours. Hope to see you there. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for hyping if you're able to. And I will see you in the next reading. Toodles.